You know, I told you. I told you going into this show that it was going to be almost pointless in watching. Almost. Now, some of you are going to come on and be absolutely negative about the whole damn thing. Some of you are going to be positive. And then some of you are going to be like me. Got some good things to say about it, got some bad things to say about it, and I'm going to be honest with you. Look, tonight, WWE put on Saturday night's main event. I like that they showcase the mid-card title, the Intercontinental titles. I like that they showcase the tag team titles. That they didn't stick the world titles on the line. And you know, some of you might have had a problem with that. Okay? You might have had a problem with that. But look, if you go back in history and you look at some of the Saturday night's main events in history, you did not always have a world title matchup on the line. You didn't. Now, sometimes did you? Yes. Sometimes you had a major matchup. Andre the Giant versus Hulk Hogan. You had that major match. Okay? You had major tag team matches. I mean, one time you had Ric Flair and Sid Justice. No, excuse me, I said that wrong. Ric Flair and The Undertaker versus Hulk Hogan and Sid Justice to set up WrestleMania 8. But you don't always need a world title match on the line. Look, tonight, I would say almost pointless in watching, going back and watching, if you didn't watch it. Almost. I mean, Becky Lynch and Sol Ruca, the way that they laid that match out was little to nothing, and we're going to have to watch it 3 or 4 more times now. They could have had a classic matchup. They could have had Sol Ruca win, and then they could have built up their promos and backstage segments and things of that nature leading up to their title matchup, where either Sol Ruca took the IC title or Becky Lynch won. Instead, disqualification, Sol Ruca victorious, and I will probably have another matchup to determine whether Sol Ruca is the number 1 contender, and then we'll have another matchup for the title. That's what will probably end up happening. Today's Wrestling 101 in WWE. Overdoing matches. We all know this. Speaking of backstage stuff, like I was just talking about, no, and by the way, before I even continue, if you enjoy any part of this, you all know what to do. Become a subscriber today. Hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell. Leave a comment, like, all that kind of good stuff. It is appreciated. If you enjoy any of the content here on the channel, if you enjoy any of it that's on my homepage, go back and check that out as well. A lot of great things coming up here on this channel. So, look forward to it, including next weekend with Clash in Italy, and then Backyard Beatdown content, and then the preview and reviews of Raw and SmackDown and all that kind of good crap. So, tune in to all that, and of course, news and rumors when all that pops up. So, look, Saturday night's main event. Backstage areas, backstage segments. We all were complaining about advertisements. 5 minutes here, 5 minutes there, 10 minutes here, 15 minutes here, all over the place. And we didn't have any backstage segments, no interviews, nothing. Now, I didn't bring this up on the channel, really, because I thought, I'm going to wait to see what WWE does. Okay? They did okay one show on Raw. I didn't say anything on Raw because you have to wait for the follow-up. Tonight, they did good. There was backstage segments after every single matchup. Sometimes more than one. Now, some of you might gripe about that, but I'm here to tell you, I would rather see more than one backstage segment, more than one interview, than 15 minutes of advertisements. Okay? That's just me. One more thing. Before we get, too pleased about not seeing 5 minutes worth of ads between each match, wait till they're on Disney next weekend. Wait till they're on ESPN next weekend. See if they have 15 minutes of commercials next weekend in between 3 matches. So 5 minutes of commercials in between each match. You know how they do. See if they have something like they do tonight. Remember, they were on Peacock tonight. Everybody needs to remember that. All right. Don't lose focus of that. All right. The men's Intercontinental title, Penta and Ethan Page. The best match on the card. I'm going to tell you that was the best match on the card. That and that 6-woman tag team matchup. But Penta and Ethan Page, here's the thing. It's not, I thought they were just going to pull the trigger and take the title off of Penta. Look, they should have taken the title off of somebody, okay, instead of having all these shows and the title never titles never change, because what's the point in going to these Saturday night's main events and these shows that's not a Raw or SmackDown? Now, excuse me. What's the point in going to a show that's not a pay-per-view where it's a Raw, SmackDown, or Saturday night's main event? Technically, you remember back in the in-house shows when they had those? And they would put the title on the line. You remember what they would do? They would put the title on the line, and then they would say, that's their way of bringing the crowd in. Because anything can happen in the WWE. The only way that makes sense is if the title changes hands every once in a while. Ding, 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 ding. It would have made sense if Seth Rollins would have came out and helped the Street Profits at least capture the tag team titles at Saturday night's main event tonight. Or if Ethan Page, who is on the rise, and I know he just got to the main roster, but it really is on the rise. And they really haven't done anything with Penta. we can all agree with that, would take the title off of Penta. I know, just made some of you all salty out there. Outside of that, you know, you had the 6-woman tag team matchup that was there to continue the story for the women's WWE title. Not the WWE Championship, okay, Michael Cole? It is the women's WWE title. The women's title. Let's get this correct, okay? Simple as that. In which Rhea Ripley will retain next weekend. And of course, does anybody really care about that though? Great contest. I mean, that was some great back and forth action. And they put it in a great spot. The beginning of the card, right at the beginning. So, if I went back and watched any of it, it would be the beginning, the first match. I wouldn't watch the women's IC strap. I would watch the men's Intercontinental title matchup. That's it. That's it. And guys, that was Saturday night's main event. You all let me know what you're thinking about this show in the comments below. Okay? Clearly, WWE with this show is caring more about next weekend. But I can tell you that I liked that they did not focus on the world title. That they finally put their eggs with their show into the mid-card titles. That is a positive. Because when was the last time that they showcased their mid-card titles outside of WrestleMania? And that's because they have to fill up 2 nights. And if you say that, well, they've been showcasing the women's Intercontinental title, wrestling fans, they've really been showcasing the feud between AJ Lee and Becky Lynch. They haven't been showcasing the IC strap. Big difference. Okay? So, y'all let me know what you're thinking in the comments below. Subscribe to the channel today. I hope you enjoyed this review of Saturday night's main event. If you did, big thumbs up, comment, subscribe, and I will see you for my preview and predictions of Clash in Italy. It's coming this week. I won't be here Monday for my review of Raw. I will not be here for the go-home show to Clash in Italy of Raw, but I'll be here for my preview and predictions of Clash in Italy, and I'll have something for you tomorrow. So until I see you again, this is Webby, and I'll catch you all on the other side. Talk to you later.